Buddha was just like you. He had all kinds of difficulties and had all kinds of sufferings, but he was victorious over his own body, speech and mind, and he became awakened. Buddhism emphasizes and bases its very foundations on equanimity. There is no difference between God, a human, an animal, a rich person, poor person. Everybody is fundamentally the same. That is the core teaching of Buddhism.
I always felt like I was drawn to Buddhism.
I was searching for something that would answer the questions that I had about life and death.
There's no answer in life. Everybody have your own calling and you have your own past. Because you have your own past, you have your own experiences. Therefore, there is no one way to say that this is the answer of life. Everyday life in itself is a spiritual journey. And therefore, we can become enlightened warriors. Our practice is not so much about faith. It's not so much about prayer. One of the biggest differences is that in all religions, there's always a God. And you can never be God. And you always need God's forgiveness. We are sinners. But in Tibetan Buddhism, we are all divine. The purpose is to bring out the divinity in us. The difference between Teaching Choling and others is that the Lama or myself, I'm not a monk. I have a wife and I have children, and I can fully understand the daily challenges and the things that everybody else is facing too.
He was a chef before, and he used to feel that we work very hard and long hours, and at the end of the work day we can't go to any temple because most temples are closed at 6. So we open 24 hours a day.
On Thursdays and Friday evenings, we have teachings, both in English and in Mandarin.
Rinpoche is someone very approachable, who is making the teaching very lively and close to our daily life.
The purpose of offering incense is to remind us of impermanence. However strong and however powerful you are now, our life is only going to get shorter. At the end of the day, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Every day, we are closer to our death. It is only by remembering death that we will treasure and appreciate life and what we have now. When we are turning the money wheel, the bottom of the wheel sucks all the negativity out from our body, and then all the blessings come from the top and adorns your body. So that is why when you see the big wheel, on top there are silks and brocade and there are jewels. Remember that we share this world, this planet. We must pray together. Pray for one another. Don't just pray for yourself.
Personally, I find that in terms of character, I've mellowed.
People around me change in the way they respond to me. So they must have seen some changes in me.
The most difficult part in the practice is actually giving ourselves our own obscuration. We are our own biggest obstacle. It's like if you're only a small cup, you can only take that much of a water. But if you have already given up all boundaries, you become the sea.
Basically, what he's teaching is a living Buddhism.
You don't need to be a Buddhist to attend, but you always get a gift from Lama that you can use.
We are taught by Rinpoche to apply these principles of Buddhism into life.
I guide them along. I do not pinpoint anything and say that let's do this and achieve this and that. That, of course, is of the external mark that many people can see. But what is the internal goal is that they be able to live their life as a journey.
This is really the paradise of Dharma and family and friends that are beyond blood and relations. So It's a very special place for me.
Experience the Dharma and experience your life. For your life is the very Dharma, and the Dharma was meant for your life.